Good day. We are the group PSYo na lang, and the title of our topic is Effects of Breakup on an Individual's Personality. Our group consists of Adrian Esquera, Therese Heba, Caleb No, and Yusef Poblete.
The topic of how breakups change personality is about exploring the ways in which individuals can experience significant changes in their emotions, behavior, perspective, relationships, and personal growth following the end of a romantic relationship. While these changes can be positive for some, such as personal growth and increased self awareness, they can also be negative for others, leading to depression, anxiety, and self destructive behavior. The main concepts in this presentation will revolve around three: breakups change people, personality affects how breakups are experienced, a chance to grow from a heartbreak.
Have you ever experienced falling in love with someone? It is a magical experience that one might describe to be a story, a journey, a game, an emotion, or a chemical reaction, a high that we chase, or a low we avoid. If you really think about it, most of us have experienced love in our lives, but how many of us really do understand it? Moreover, what happens when this warm and sweet feeling of love is taken away from us? Having your heart broken is an interesting concept we wish to tackle. Since we all experience romantic love differently, we also experience heartbreaks differently. How many of us truly understand what happens in a heartbreak? Throughout our concept paper and throughout this presentation, we will be discussing the effect of breakups on personality through the cognitive experiential domain. Are breakups fleeting, as many would say? Maybe throughout our presentation, we will discover how it changes others, or better yet, how it can change you. So, what are the research questions we want to answer? First, can breakups alter personality? If so, to what extent? Second, what are the effects of breakups on an individual's personality? Third, how is the life satisfaction of an individual after a breakup?
Now, let's proceed to the discoveries.
So, how do breakups change people? We have two findings. The first one is by Kansky and Allen. Ending a romantic relationship can have serious negative effects, such as depression, PTSD, anxiety, substance abuse, low self esteem and confidence, low life satisfaction, and poor physical health. Another finding is by Field. In a romantic relationship, a person may experience bereavement symptoms such as sleep disturbances and intrusive thoughts, and the person may also experience morbidity factors such as the broken heart syndrome and endocrine and immunity disorders.
Now, let's go on to the personality affects how breakups are experienced. According to the article of Kansky and Allen, adults who were more confident in their ability to comprehend the reasons behind a recent breakup showed less anxiety than those who were less certain. And as stated by Davies et al., person's reaction to a breakup from a romantic relationship would be in line with how that individual characterizes their attachment behaviors and would affect the attachment style. Person who is more anxious in their attachment style is found to exhibit more negative traits after a break from a romantic relationship. Negative traits such as higher levels of emotional and physical distress. As mentioned by Shimek and Bello, males enter rebound relationship after a breakup if they lack social support, are more attached to their ex-partner, and or display a playful love style. Males who were more likely to socialize to be more independent and less expressive may be unable to deal with these negative emotions during breakup, leading them to a turn to rebound relationship as a way to distract themselves. Lastly, as regards to personality, neuroticism was the only factor uniquely associated with more distress, and agreeableness was the only factor uniquely associated with more growth.
The fact that breakups put us in a vulnerable spot for change also means that we are vulnerable to negative changes in emotions and attitudes. However, it is also important to note that these instances present us with a chance to grow and better ourselves. The study by Tashiro and Fraser, Lewandowski and Bitsoko, and Kansky and Allen discovered several growth factors which could be categorized into three types. These three types are personal, environmental, and relational growth factors. Personal growth factors include factors like self confidence. Environmental growth factors include factors like improvements in familiar relationships, while relational growth factors include factors like better conflict management. As such, breakups do make us vulnerable, but use this vulnerability as an opportunity to grow and improve yourself.
Now, with all of these informations in mind, what are we supposed to do as people and as future researchers and psychologists? As a person, we must be careful choosing whether or not to act on love, considering its consequences. A person may not be ready for such changes and pains a romantic breakup can entail. As researchers and future psychologists, we must aim to generate and review research in all fields where love can be applied to, so that further understanding of love and what it can affect may be explored. This paper should not stop you from falling in love or scare you. This paper should instead help prepare just what it means to fall in love and act on it, to understand and commit to the heavy idea of love. We have come to realize a lot of things in making this paper. It is not just romantic breakups that affect a person's concept of self, but rather a person's personality affecting a romantic breakup. Now, it is saying that who we are can affect our relationships and vice versa. There are also numerous things that a romantic breakup can affect. It induces negative feelings such as anxiety and depression. It can introduce physical symptoms and decrease a person's health. Much research found does not include a cultural perspective on the matter, even when the idea of love heavily depends on its cultural ideas. The variable of love has been heavily standardized and generalized in the field of research. This should not be the case. This may limit the future findings and research such a topic can generate. Thank you.
And here are our references. Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed it and learned something from it. Again, we are the group Sayo na lang.